Hi there, welcome to Mr. Taxes. My name is Judith. I am a certified tax expert. I've been doing taxes for 28 years. I've been working here at this Mr. Taxes for the past 7 years. I am legally certified to do taxes in all 50 states. So that's a little background on me before we dive into those taxes I hear we're doing today. Let me just pull up a new document, and if at any point you're confused and need to repeat something, please just speak up. I am a certified tax expert, so this is what I'm here for. Okay. The system takes a second to load. You should be seeing an exact copy of what's on my screen on your screen over there. Are you seeing that? Can I get your name, please? All right. And is that a T? Am I hearing a T? Okay. Okay. Your birthday? I'm not going to get you a present. Sorry about it. I'm just not. I need it for the form. Okay. Well, happy late birthday or early birthday, however you look at it. Okay. I need to see your ID. Do you have that handy? Okay, no rush. Finally, thank you. Okay. Is the address on your ID the address you live at now? Okay. Why not? Yeah. I get it, but it's really better if you change your ID for every address that you live at. Okay, can you tell me the new address? All right. Did you say 5 or 9? Is there an apartment number? Okay. What's the zip code? Oh. Okay. The town, the name of the town. Okay. When'd you move here? It's not in this initial part, but we're going to need to get to it, so I'm just jumping over. I like to jump all over the place. When I do taxes, that's my style. Every tax expert has a different style as to how they approach taxes, but for me, I like to jump all over the place. So we're going to have to log any moves. So when did you move to this address? All right. What was the address that you lived at previously? So that was on your, yeah, I see that, the previous return. Okay. I believe I have a small stain. That's unfortunate. Kind of par for the course, though. People start speaking a little firmly sometimes when it comes to their taxes, and this is probably just the spittle from one of them. All right. Okay, let's see what we're working with. All right, so we've got a W-2 and 2 1099s. Nothing I can't handle. Been doing this for 28 years. Let's do our easy one first, our little W-2. So you started working here last year? How do you like it? That's good. What would you call your title there? Okay. Is that a manager? So you do manage people, but you're not quite a manager. Do you get paid more for that? No. Just curious. You know, I love doing taxes, but never too late to jump ship. That's what I always say. Okay. All right. You see that amount in blue on your screen? That is how much you withheld for taxes from this W-2 this year. And that amount in green is how much the state is asking you to pay. And that amount below that amount is the amount that the federal government is asking you to pay for this W-2. But you've already withheld enough funds, so you will be getting a return, but we still haven't filed the 1099, so the 1099s could kind of cancel out that return. You print this at home? A lot of people don't invest in printers anymore. That's why I asked some of these people that come and they say, hey, can you look at this on my phone? I say, get that phone out of my face. No, I will not look at it on a phone. And then they print it here. Luckily, we have a great printer, sets up through the Wi-Fi, so if you had it on your phone, you could easily print from your phone right here. But some people are weird about Wi-Fi, I know. Look, I've had Wi-Fi for decades. I'm kind of a pioneer. I was one of the first to get Wi-Fi, and I'm really great, so if anyone's saying that Wi-Fi is affecting them negatively, I don't know. I just have a few things to say. And unfortunately, a lot of people in my life are saying that about Wi-Fi. My cousins, my aunts, my uncles. Okay. All right, let's look at those 1099s. Okay. What kind of work was this? Okay. What kind of entertainment? We get a lot of OnlyFans girls in here. It's not a big deal if that is what it is. Okay. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying I wish, people were able to just say what they do. Particularly because there's been kind of a trend lately because of the internet where people say accountant and they mean something entirely different. So I have had a few times where people have thought it's a joke. I don't know. They think that I'm secretly doing dancing, and I look at them like they're crazy. Seriously, I'm 52. No one wants me up on that table. Besides my husband, he's a doll, he's a dream. Dale. So nothing has been withheld for these 1099s. No. If you have a 1099, whoever you were working for was not withholding any taxes. Are you sure that they told you that they were withholding taxes, or they just had you fill out a tax form? Because you do fill out a tax form for contract work. You just that form is just for the 1099, and so you haven't paid any taxes. You'll have to pay the full taxes on these two amounts. Now, I wouldn't freak out quite yet because you do make a bit more money at the job where you have the W-2. So these contract gigs, and I'm not saying that this is a small amount of money at all. It's not good for you for living your dream, for living your passion. It's not a small amount. You still might not have to pay anything because your return could cancel out the amount you have to pay. Let's just see how the numbers shake out, shall we? You work from home for this? All right, we'll get to something in a second. Let's look at your next form. If this was just $50 less, you wouldn't have to report it. You only have to report over $600 in earnings. But you did make just over that $600 amount for the year for this gig. So you do have to report it. Now when it comes to babysitting, which I know this isn't babysitting, but when it comes to babysitting, the government has a lot of leeway, especially for minors who are babysitting other minors. I'll just say this. In all of my 28 years as a tax expert, I have never done taxes for an individual under the age of 18 who worked babysitting gigs. Yes, technically, their employers are supposed to give them a 1099, but who's gonna lock them up? Not me. Okay. So there's a few questions that I need to ask you that are specific to our 1099s, our self-employed contract work. Now, for the expenses, because you work from home, your rent or your mortgage, your rent we can write that off. So, how much are you paying in rent? Okay. Sorry, flashbacks, tequila. You know how it is. How many square feet is your apartment? And how many of those square feet do you use for your work from home area? No roommates? Okay. You use the entire apartment to work from home? Every corner, every inch of it, including your roommate's room? Including your roommate's bathroom. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, I get that. Walking around, wandering with the laptop, you do end up using all of it. So we can write off the entirety of rent. Excellent. Now tell me about your expenses as an entertainer. Did you spend anything at all on your business? Did you buy some wigs this year maybe, or some makeup, or a camera, a ring light, props? You buy a lot of props? Okay. And how much was that selfie stick? Hey, $18 is $18. Okay. Travel. Do you travel at all for work? Okay. All right, now we have to do some math, right? So, you got paid $50 a gig, and you got paid $650 total. pulling up the calculator. Don't judge me. Oops. Sometimes you just do math all day and, you know, you can't remember how to do simple things. All right, you did this gig 13 times then. 13 times. Okay, so did you drive there? Okay. Sometimes drive, sometimes take an Uber. So for that Uber, cut and dry. We can put the whole price of the Uber on here, and both Ubers, the Uber there, Uber back. In terms of the times you drove, it's okay to kind of guesstimate how much fuel you would have used. Did you buy a car this year? Okay, but you have car payments. So maybe we could chunk a little of the car payments into our travel expenses too. Just like kind of work out in your head how often the car is a work car, and then just kind of ballpark me a number. That sounds, yeah, $400 on travel for 13 gigs, yeah. So that brings your taxable income down to $250 from this gig, which means you don't have any taxable income for this gig because it is under $600. But you sure did spend a lot of time on it, huh? It was fun though, right? It's fun to do this kind of thing, right? That's good. You've got to have fun with what you do. I always told myself the first time this feels like a chore, I'll keep doing it because I do need to pay the bills. But that's just the reality sometimes. I'm glad there are dreamers. Okay. Are you insured? There is a tax credit for being insured. You're insured through that W-2? Excellent. Okay. Did you have any kids this year? Good. Well, unless you were trying, then I'm sorry. Were you trying? All right, then good. Do you have any kids at all? All right. No dependents. Kids can be a handful, but they do lessen the blow of taxes, so there's that. All right. Moving expenses. You moved to this new place. Is this new place any closer to your work than the old place was? Only the work for the 1099 is eligible for this. You've already admitted that you work from home most of the time, right? So in terms of this would be, are you any closer to that gig that paid you $50 for every time you drove out there? Are you any closer to that at this new apartment? All right, you're further away, so this wouldn't really count under that. Okay. All right. I think that's pretty much it for what we have to do for filling in the forms with your information, but I do have to get you to sign quite a few forms. All right. Sorry to read fast. All right, you're just gonna sign on here with that pen. Yep. Just go ahead and sign on this first form. This first form says that you watched me do your taxes. All right, and then just register. Yep, and by pressing accept, that's saying that you accept that this will be used as your signature for the rest of this form, these forms. Yep. Okay. This is the adequate explanation form. You're signing here to say that I adequately explained everything that we did. Okay. Sign that one. That's just a picture. All right. Look over that one. Make sure that all of your information is correct. And by information, I mean your birthday, your name, all of that kind of stuff. It's really difficult to undo it if that is inaccurate. And I'm not a perfect person. I never claimed to be, so make sure you check that. All right. Initial there. All right, press OK. Okay. Another OK. Great. Okay. This one right here. If you sign here, you're saying that H&R Block is not responsible. Ooh. Okay, I feel like we've signed enough. Yeah, I'm gonna call it quits on signing. And then let's talk about the products that we also offer here at Mr. Taxes. This is the Sweet Dreams package, and it is just a, peace of mind kind of package that if your taxes are filed incorrectly and the government comes to your door and, tries to arrest you, says we're gonna lock you up, IRS is coming for you in your house. This form and an additional $50 from you says that us at Mr. Taxes, we will pay whatever the IRS is demanding from you if it turns out that we screwed the bucket. I don't know, maybe we should pay what the IRS is demanding of you regardless, but I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not Mr. Taxes, so I didn't really make all these rules. I'm just Judith. Okay? All right. Just say no. You can just say no. You don't have to give me a whole speech. No. No hard feelings, please. Let's not do this. All right. Would you like to pay this additional $500 fee that's called the triple check fee, and we would just send this to a different tax expert in a different state and have them look over it too? Okay. A simple no, just like I said. Right. Now, you receive a return from the federal government of $4,000. Not exactly, $4,262. Okay, and then the state is asking you to pay $62, so now we're down to just $420. 4200. And from your 1099s, you are being requested to pay $3,000, but that $3,000 can just come out of the 4200, and you will get a return of $1,200. But it does cost $699. No, $699 for me to file your taxes. So we'll take that out of the $1,200. Gotta pull up that calculator again. When it's got all the nines, I mean, who can do that? All right, $501 will be in your return. Okay. Do you want that a direct deposit? Do you want to get a special credit card, a Mr. Taxes well, it's not a credit card, it's a debit card, a Mr. Taxes debit card, and then this $501 would go on the Mr. Taxes debit card. Well, there is going to be a fee for direct deposit. Yeah, that fee is going to be $50. So let's pull out that calculator again. $4.51. You can pay the fee, or we can just give you a little piece of paper, and then you just have to remember to take that piece of paper and go onto the internet, go onto government.gov, and then you can fill this out yourself, and then you won't lose the $50. I don't know. Have I not been moral support to you? Look, I don't make these rules. Okay. All right, so we're just going to pay the $50. That's what I thought. All right. You will be getting $451 directly deposited into your bank account in the next 7 to 14 days. Can you please provide your account number and your routing number for your bank account? Do you have the Chase app? The Chase app, you can see the account number and the routing number. So go to the account, and then click the down arrow, and right. I think it says see more see or something like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, say it. All right, say it again. That was the routing, correct? Okay, account number. Again. All right, double, triple check those accounting and routing numbers. Is this checking your savings? All right. Okay. Alrighty then. You are all good to go. Don't worry about any of this. Your taxes are squared away, okay? Just have a pleasant night, a good week. You've got this.